Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, distinguished chairman, honorable panelists, respected scholars, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to present our research entitled Disparities in Zakat Collection among District and Municipal BAZNAS in Riau Province, an institutional and managerial analysis. My name is Zulkifli and I am the principal investigator of this research. This research is a collaborative work conducted together with my colleagues, Mr. Muallimin Muhammad Sahid, Mr. Fitrianto, and Mrs. Rihairani. In this presentation, I will briefly discuss the background of the study, the research methodology, the main findings, and the policy implication for strengthening Zakat governance and improving institutional performance among district and municipal BAZNAS in Riau Province. Moving on the background of this study, Indonesia actually holds a massive national zakat potential reaching up to 327 trillion rupees. However, ironically, at the local level, like in Riau Province, we still see substantial and striking disparities in zakat collection among district and municipal BAZNAS. Furthermore, a large portion of the public still prefers to distribute their zakat through informal channels, since previous studies have mostly focused on the quantity of collection. Our research aims to fill this gap by examining these regional disparities from institutional and managerial perspective. To build our theoretical framework, we refer to several key studies. First, from the study of Fadliansah 2021 argues that zakat management disparities primarily stem from internal institutional constraints, particularly the gap in managerial capacity development. Second, Ayunia 2022 highlights operational limitation within the fundraising and collection mechanism. Lastly, from Ansoriah 2023 emphasized that governance, transparency, and accountability are the core determinants to build public trust, which encourage muzaki to channel their zakat through formal institutions. Synthesizing these perspectives, previous studies show that zakat disparities are a multidimensional issue. However, there is a clear gap. Limited research explains why this variation persists in similar socio-religious environments. To address this gap, our study in Riau Province demonstrates that regional disparities are actually driven by the interaction of 5 key factors: managerial capacity, leadership, local government, fundraising innovation, and public trust. Ultimately, this research extends the literature by providing comprehensive empirical evidence on how institutional and governance factors jointly determine zakat collection performance. The study employs an exploratory qualitative approach to examine disparities in zakat collection among the 12 district and municipal national zakat agencies in Riau Province using 2022 annual reports and semi-structured interviews with 16 purposefully selected stakeholders. Data collected during 2024 until 2025 were analyzed through thematic analysis to identify institutional, managerial, and governance factors influencing zakat collection performance. The credibility of the findings was ensured through certain triangulation, member checking, informed consent, and adherence to ethical research principles. This is our main findings from the field. The findings reveal substantial disparities in zakat collection among district and municipal national zakat agencies in Riau Province. In 2022, the gap between the highest and the lowest levels of zakat collection exceeded 16 billion rupiah. Siak Regency recorded the highest zakat collection, exceeding 17 billion rupiahs, while Meranti Island Regency collected less than 1 billion rupiahs, representing the lowest collection among all districts and municipalities. These findings indicate that variations in governance quality, institutional infrastructure, leadership capacity, and community support have a significant influence on regional zakat collection performance. Our second findings revealed that this variation in zakat collection across Riau are strongly influenced by the limited commitment of local governments and institutional leaders in implementing payroll deduction policies. Weak regulatory support, inadequate funding for annual capacity development, and limited infrastructure have reduced the effectiveness of zakat collection system. The absence of strong institutional collaboration further constrains the optimization of regional zakat collection performance. Our third finding deals with psychological factors, which is public distrust toward national zakat agencies, driven by concern over transparency, managerial capacity, political influence, and limited government support. Many muzaki prefer to distribute zakat directly to mustahiq. The fourth finding highlights a socio-cultural habit or seasonal pattern where zakat, infaq, and sadaqah payments during Ramadan contributes to regional disparities in zakat collection, as many muzaki prefer direct or mass-based distribution rather than through the national zakat agency. Finally, the findings indicate that disparities in zakat collection across Riau Province are primarily driven by institutional and managerial factors, including limited local government support, weak institutional capacity, low public trust, and the seasonal concentration of zakat payments during Ramadan. Enhancing governance, transparency, payroll-based zakat policies, and sustainable year-round fundraising is therefore essential to improve zakat collection performance. In conclusion, that zakat collection disparities in Riau are mainly driven by weak local government support, low public trust, and the concentration of this payment during Ramadan. Strengthening regulation, institutional capacity, transparency, and public literacy is essential to improve equitable and sustainable zakat collection. Future studies should compare regional zakat practices and explore other factors influencing zakat compliance and institutional performance. I think enough about my presentation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.